Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's boardzy, and it goes without saying that the mouse market is in a dry spell right now, but in the past few days I got new versions of both the GPX2 and the Viper V3 Pro, so I figured I haven't made an upload in a while, might as well talk about these. Like my future plans, I'm looking to get into some mods and even trying out some budget stuff finally. I did get the new Cyan GPX2. I used code Shroud. They included a free Logitech G640, but the total still came out to $186, I believe. Yeah, I needed a new GPX. My original first batch copy had definitely seen better days. It had some quality issues with the bottom shell, and I like the color, so I'm ultimately happy with the purchase. But how different is this experience than somebody who was using the G640 and the original Superlight literally 5 years ago? Like, Logitech has somehow managed to increase the price for more or less the same product. Like, you can't find this under 180. And the point I'm trying to make is that in that same time, Logitech really hasn't done much to improve the experience. Companies like ATK, I just paid $70 all in for a near one-to-one clone of the GPX, 3950, new Nordic MCU, slightly lighter. Like, it's almost impossible to make a case for the standard GPX. I'm not saying ATK like completely outclasses it, but when you factor in the price difference, just for the average consumer, I don't know what you can really say. And with Razer, they did of course send out this new Viper V3 Pro to me. It's insane how many collaborations they're putting on this one. This is like the 6th or the 7th, unironically. And yes, this is of course a collab with Counter-Strike for this dragon lore skin mouse. It does have this very cool effect, like when you look up close. And this is the standard $180 collab flagship mouse price. But at least the white and black models are $140, which is a bit more modest. But yeah, getting back to the collab itself, this is the more glossy type of coating, like closer to the Red Sentinels edition, rather than just like this dry matte coating. I had been using this green Viper V3 a lot. I definitely will continue to use this. For some reason, the main clicks on this Dragon Lore Viper, they have felt very dull and just not as sharp as the implementation in this green Viper V3. I don't know, it's like, feels like these are a prior batch of the opticals, but
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's boardzy, and this,
I don't know what happened there. But yeah, that's just rhetorically speaking. I doubt these are actually like a different switch, but the implementation on my copy does seem different to the other Viper V3s I have. There's no issues with the quality beyond that, or really the shell, just anything to say about either of these mice. I mean, over a year ago, I made a video, a 20-minute video comparing these, and fundamentally nothing has changed about the product since. But at that same time, of course, budget companies have come around and produced more or less the same thing for half the cost. I obviously don't use like budget options over these, but I am going to try the new offerings from ATK and just see how they stack up, because on paper you can get both of these shapes cloned for cheaper than one of the official thing with like a 3950 and proper specs. And that alone is crazy. That should make these manufacturers a bit concerned. Like, well, once you go budget, are you really going to go back to the premium options? Maybe you will. Maybe Logitech is betting on the like Super Strike being the greatest mouse of all time, which I possibly could be, but we won't know until early next year. And Razer is due for a Viper V4 Pro in spring. That has been my prediction for a while. So hopefully we see some crazy, shocking new flagship innovation, because if not, and if we just keep doing this like new colorway madness forever, the clone companies are only going to get better and better, it seems. And Razer also did include this mousepad, Dragon Lore mousepad, the Gigantus V2. And again, it's fine. It tracks the mouse. It's not the most muddy mousepad I've ever felt, but it's a surface that I reviewed 5 years ago. And I keep saying that number, but you're telling me there hasn't been any innovation in cloth mousepads. There's been no need for a Gigantus V3. These companies, they just have no respect for the mousepad. It's just crazy to me that the mousepads from the biggest companies in this space are no different than they were in 2020. No stitched edges, just standard rubber bases, standard cloth surfaces. And when these pads are fresh, they don't really feel bad. Like, I can't say I have an awful time using it as much as I want to, but I would definitely not recommend spending like $30, $40 on these. In Logitech's case, they gave it to me for free. I mean, technically in both cases, but the fact that this is $40 retail, unless you really like the design, I can't really make a recommendation for it. And just while on the topic of mousepads, I will say that one of my most used pads in the past like month or so has been this Samurai Blue Artisan Hien, along with the GSRSE. Once again, names I've been saying for half a decade. So really, no matter what you get in this space, you can't escape using products that have been around forever. I just wanted to make this video as a kind of wake-up call to the manufacturers and just generally that budget peripherals are kind of coming for Flagship's market share, and unless some big releases happen in the near future, I don't see that trend changing. Very interested in what you guys think. But yeah, that's going to be all. Like and sub if you enjoyed. Any other videos you want to see, let me know. Peace out.